It's Week 17 of the National Football League, and this one features the Bulls' superstar wide receiver. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Bulls and the Wizards, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Brooklyn Ball Club. They come into this one up. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Brooklyn. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other 2/3, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 54 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side and intercepted. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And they rattle off a 38 yards. One of the tight ends comes in motion. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
He'll try again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Wizards take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He's going to try and go deep again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. They'll set up to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now a first carry here for their running back. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bulls are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Honolulu offense making its return to the field now. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Fitzpatrick. He finds his man, complete. It's Shelton. Inside the 10, and he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bulls offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And a huge play that time. 65 yards.
19 Lions. Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bulls are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point attempt to follow here. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Garner. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Garner. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. When you look at this defense, against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. 41 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead.
Hey, reload, bring it. Bronco switch.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And as we hit the home stretch here, you can see he leads all NFL wideouts in touchdown grabs this season. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. A big connection on that one. 41 yards. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they go to work on a first and goal.
70 range, 70. Here we go, here we go. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bulls are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. That's into the hands of Edwards. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Fitzpatrick. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Fitzpatrick. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
This is taken at the 18. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bulls offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Fitzpatrick. He finds his man complete. That's Garner. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just...
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, Shaq.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And his guys are going to take the lead.
So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. With a Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Fitzpatrick now.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And it's caught. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Wizards are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. They'll throw now on the final play.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bulls offense and their quarterback ready to go once. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Let's go.
Back to throw again. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bulls come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, it's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards.
And the Bulls are able to widen their advantage.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a give, right side. Shelton. And able able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. Up the middle they go. It's Garner. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Shelton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Edwards. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Fitzpatrick. He finds his man, complete. That's Garner. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here's Fitzpatrick.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Fitzpatrick. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To the air again, Fitzpatrick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Fitzpatrick to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now Fitzpatrick. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Street. 18, left, top 19, 19. Check out.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevens. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Holding offense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Fitzpatrick. He finds his man, complete. It's Edwards. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll try the left side. It's Shelton. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Fitzpatrick.
In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Wizards.
Let's go now.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On play action, Fitzpatrick.
Finding Miller once more, complete.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They're going to look to throw.
That is caught. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. They'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
They'll roll him out right. And out of bounds right around the 20.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
And the passing numbers are just dizzying at this point. That last completion is going to put him over 600 yards now for the game as he just continues to do whatever he wants when he drops back to pass.
Here we go, set, go.
They run a draw here on second down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Brings up
3rd and 2.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Point after here coming up. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for Brooklyn,
They improved